Back in the barn. Well, it's been a moment since I've spoken to you. I've been posting some pictures of me lifting, and there towards the end, I was posting the pictures of my heavy days. I was alternating between heavy days and light days and heavy days and light days. And so every other day I was lifting heavy and I was posting a picture. A video. Anyway, after the last meet, I had already set out what I wanted to do going forward, and it was essentially working out every day. But I was using really light weights for that first month, and things went great. Light weights, working out every day, doing alternative exercises, good mornings, box squats, everything was working good. But I realized that that's a build for hypertrophy and not a build for strength. So I had to start actually picking up some heavy weight again if I wanted a chance to lift heavy weight in my next competition, which is coming up this Saturday. So I started adding weight, and I added weight, and I did it in a linear way. Now, I set all this up before the last meet, and I thought I had a good plan. The problem was that a week and a half ago, I got to where I was actually starting to go in the wrong direction. I was getting weaker. I was lifting heavy weight, and I was strong, and I could feel it, and then suddenly I wasn't. Now, some of that has to do with me getting sick, and most of my family has been sick. But a lot of it had to do with I just went too hard too often. So for the last 10 days, I've done very little. That's why since the last video, I haven't done a lot. Most people recommend taking off a week before you do a meet. I'm going to be taking off closer to 2. I've done heavy lifts. I've done 450-pound deadlifts. The only heavy lift I have done in the last week was yesterday. And I had my son spot me while I did 1 rep of 310 just to prove that I could do it, because I wanted my opener to be 303 this time. Last time I finished at 275, then I hurt myself at 292. Well, this time I'm planning on opening at 303. And if you're going to do that, you better make damn sure you're going to hit it, because if you can't hit your opener, you're done for the meet. But I had no problem with 310. I probably could have done 315 or maybe even 320 at that moment. So we're doing good. My strength is coming back. Still a little sick. I wish that would go away. It's still lingering in there, but that's all coming up. Now, next meet is, I think it's called the Winter Classic. It's going to be held at the DoubleTree in Atlanta near the Braves Stadium, the Smyrna Braves Stadium. It's going to be on YouTube, and I'll put a link below. John Greaves, like that guy a lot. He's posting all of this online, all this content online, and that'll start it's a drug-tested meet this time, and there's a whole lot of interest in it, apparently. Over 100 registrants. So they're running 2 sessions. They're running the ladies and some of the lighter men in the morning, and they're running a couple of the lighter men and fat boys. Well, I guess everybody's not fat. I happen to be. They're running us in the afternoon. Ours will start at 1 o'clock on Saturday. But that's what's going on. That's why I haven't posted any videos. I'm hoping to put up significantly higher numbers than I have last time. My last total was 1102.5. I think I should have done better than that last time, and hopefully this time I can put up some bigger numbers. And if everything goes as planned, I'll break into the 500s with my deadlift. I want to get a 502. That would be if everything works out. We'll see. I think I can do it. But I got to believe, so I better know I can do it. So anyway, I want to let you know what was going on, when it's happening, and the link will be below it. Friends and family that want to watch it. Thank you much. One more thing. Goals. I always have a goal when I go into my meets. And this time I have 3. First goal. This is a drug-tested event. The 2 meets that I've been to so far have been non-tested. There are separate records kept for drug-tested and non-tested. Currently, my 4 records are in tested. There are 4 other records that are sitting there in drug-tested. And the first goal is to break those records. Goal number 2. Goal number 2 is to get a class 1 lift for my body weight. For my body weight, 110 kilograms, which I wish I weighed 110 kilograms. I'm still over. I do have to cut again. But for my class, a class 1 lift is 1,201 pound. I forget what the exact number is for a class 2. But I've already gotten a class 2 lift, but I need a class 1 lift to qualify for certain tournaments that I want to go do in the future. So number 2 is to get a class 2 lift. That means a total of 1,201 pounds, which is 98.5 pounds heavier than my lift 2 months ago. That's a big ask. And the third would be to get the 500-pound deadlift. That's something I have to do. And the sooner I do it, the better it's going to be, because after I get a 500-pound deadlift, I've got to get a 600-pound deadlift. But you can't get the 600-pounder or start working towards that until you get the 500-pounder. So I really want to get that 500-pound deadlift for this meet. Okay, that's it.